Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toroscopies channel in Malaysia. Okay, so the Mattel Creations exclusive Frog Monger went up for pre-order just a couple of hours ago. As expected, it's sold out. Okay, now actually I was watching, right, watching the pre-order page for quite some time. I gotta say, this thing actually happened on a weekday, which is actually a little bit odd, okay, because most of the other previous pre-orders that took place on Mattel Creations, at least over here in Malaysia, it actually went up on something like a Saturday morning, like early Saturday morning here. And that's why it was like happening on the weekend. But this was on a weekday. I had to wake up early in the morning and this thing went up like something like 1 a.m. Uh, after midnight. So, I placed the order. The ordering process has been getting smoother, I have to say, except that there was a little bit of a glitch. I think most of you guys would agree as well. Probably sometime after you put in the captcha and you hit submit and stuff like that, and the page actually just froze or something like that. It said that there was a problem processing or loading the page or something like that, and that led me to panic for a bit, I gotta admit. Okay, it was kind of like, reminded me of something like, what happened during like the Wanda ordering process from last year. And I think it lasted for maybe close to about a minute, and then it took me to the processing page. Okay, yeah, the usual stuff. They tell you not to like close your page. Yeah, no freaking shit, guys. Okay, don't ever close the page. Okay, and then I think the whole process took me about 4 to 5 minutes to complete the order. I immediately went back to the main page and I saw that it was still available, and I was updating the community pages and stuff like that, telling everybody like 25 minutes in, it was still there. And I stayed awake. Okay, I mean, I was lying in bed, scrolling on the phone, just checking the page, because I just wanted to make sure that if it was actually going to be a sellout or something like that, then when would the time frame be? And I think it was something like about 45 minutes in, probably about 45 to 50 minutes, that the thing actually listed it as sold out. Okay, so that was actually one of the longer windows, I would think, for something that's a really hot item at Mattel Creations, because I mean, the early days, okay, like last year and stuff like that, where we had stuff like Colda, first of all, man, that was like what, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, a lot of people missed out on that. And since then, I think that they've actually been able to build back a lot of the consumer confidence, because the windows have been getting longer. Grizzlaw was a little bit longer as well, I think about 15 minutes. And the last one, Camo Khan, that was like 30 minutes. Okay, that was really generous, right? Of course, you had stuff like, Space Sumo, which was there for about a month, but apparently he's sold out too. Okay, if you check the website, he's listed as sold out as well, so that's great. A lot of people are going to want that figure now for sure. And so yeah, okay, so this thing took like about 50 minutes. So I think that you can see that the windows are getting longer. Either they have more stocks on hand, or maybe, well, less people are actually going in as furiously as they used to. But I don't think so. I think that, based on the feedback that I saw here, a lot of people were really excited for this Frog Monger figure. And it's easy to see why as well, because he's an all new, all original figure, all right, with, really all new tooling, what you can see, and new accessories as well. Okay, this is very different from the previous exclusives that we got, which featured a lot of just not much retooling, but a lot of reuse, parts reuse, accessories reuse, and stuff like that. But this one's like a brand new figure. And based on the feedback that I saw, a lot of you guys were also really excited because, this Frogmonger guy ties in to the whole Secrets of Grayskull set that came out previously. And looking back at that set, actually, it's hard to imagine that this was actually going for like just $30. It was like a steal deal, man, with everything that you're getting in here, plus the dungeon grill that can actually connect to a Castle Grayskull set, and then the figures and all that. I mean, it's amazing. All right, and of course, $30. I mean, this was like probably just a couple of minutes. Okay, that was actually available at that price. Since then, it's sold out. I think Big Bad Toy Store had it for like about 120. That one sold out too. And I don't know whether it's really available anyplace else nowadays except on eBay. But yeah, Frogmonger ties into that concept. And a lot of you guys also mentioned that you're really interested as well in seeing more of these guys, okay? More of these monsters that are supposed to be breaking out of this dungeon. Okay, it's not just Frogmonger, there's a whole bunch of them here. One of these furry hands here kind of looks like Grizzlaw as well. If you look at this thing here, yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit like it could have been Grizzlaw, all right, or something that's intended to be a monster like him. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening here, and I'm not ruling out the fact that Mattel is probably going to slowly start to roll out more of these guys as sort of like, fan favorites, just, something fun for the fans to get behind. That's probably going to happen too. And I think that this is probably a team that we really want to see, okay? This is what we want to see with the line. If they're going to expand it into more obscure territory, then this is something that we would like to see, definitely. Anyway, guys, I'm hoping that everyone who planned to nab the frog monger managed to successfully. And from the feedback that I got on Instagram and also here on the community pages, it appears that was the case for the most part. Also, I think that this guy is going to be shipping pretty soon. If looking at the timeline for the previous exclusives, from the time that the orders were placed, they start to roll out really fast. Okay, some people are getting them like in about a month. Alright, so I think that this guy's pretty much good to go. Okay, we've already seen like the completed shots of him from a couple of months ago. The figure is ready, the packaging's ready, the mailer box is ready too. Alright, so yeah, I figured that we're going to start seeing reviews online in just a short while, probably in a couple of weeks' time. So hey guys, thanks for joining me again for this video. I'll catch all of you again real soon right here with more content. Take care out there.